Hello, this is my discussion for Module 4, and the first question is one founder argued against the equal representation of the states in the Senate, saying, can we forget for whom we are forming a government? Is it for man or for the imaginary beings called states? And what is an argument that states should have equal representation? What do you think and why? One argument for equal state representation is that it protects smaller states from being dominated by larger, more popular states. And without equal votes in the Senate, big states could control national policy, meaning it leaves smaller states with little to no real influence. And this was meant to keep states invested in the union and prevent power from being too concentrated. But I feel that in today's time, it feels less democratic for the reason that many citizens' votes don't carry equal weight depending on where they live, which is something James Madison himself was worried about. The second question is, what do you think about integrational counter majoritarianism of judicial review and the Constitution? And do you think they are different and why? I would say that judicial review and the Constitution both limit what majorities can do, but they are not the same, as the Constitution is integrational for the reason that there is rules written long ago, which I still apply to today, even if most people disagree with them now. And judicial review adds another step by allowing unelected judges to decide how these rules are interpreted and enforced. And they are connected, but at the same time different, as the Constitution creates the limits, while judicial review enforces them, which sometimes protects rights, but sometimes gets in the way of democratic change. And the last question is, what arguments do we learn or think about why the filibuster might be important? Do you think that applies to the idea of supermajority of senators needed to stop a filibuster? And do you think a supermajority should be required to stop a filibuster? First, a filibuster is a U.S. Senate tactic used to delay or block a vote on legislation by extending debates, requiring a 60-vote supermajority to end, meaning people who support the filibuster says it helps encourage compromise, protects minorities' opinions, and stops laws from being passed too quickly. But I feel that that idea makes sense in theory, but in today's time, the filibuster is just usually used to stop bills completely instead of leading to real debate. Needing a supermajority to end the filibuster makes this worse for the reason that small groups of senators can just block action forever. So I don't think a supermajority should be required anymore if the filibuster no longer shows debate and instead just blocks everything, as it hurts democracy more than it helps.